Hello everybody, my name is Kadim. Welcome back for another video of Franchise Hockey Manager 6. We're going to continue this series. On the last video, we decided to, we'll continue. We did a complete season with Montreal. We won the cup for a third year in a row, I believe, right? It was our third Stanley Cup in a row. Let me see. Yeah, third Stanley Cup in a row with Montreal. After that, I decided to, since my contract was basically getting out, I decided to sign with somebody else instead of Montreal. They obviously re-sign me. That's the way the game does it. Is they either sign you, re-sign you, or they don't. You don't have a choice between contracts, so you gotta go into it. Instead, what you gotta do is you gotta go into some sort of options. You gotta quit the team, resign from the team, and then you gotta join another team afterwards via another like some sort of pop-up or something like that. So that's what I did. I actually decided to go with the Hamilton Tigers. Why? Because why not? I mean, it's the worst team of the league so far right now as the history of the league goes. And I want to give them a little bit of a chance to come back, make a little bit of comeback before they actually stop being a thing. Now, I did read a little bit of their history on my own, a free time, and I know when they're going to be out for the count. I've got a 4-year deal with them, which for a contract as a GM, which puts us pretty close to where I think it's going to put us exactly at where they're going to be not be a thing anymore, because apparently in 1925 is when their last season is going to be before the players go into a complete riot because nobody's playing them. So in everything, it's pretty complicated. But anyways, we're going to start simulating this season. This is the preseason. We're going to go into the opening night. Let's just continue really quick. Opening night, please. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got this. No waivers this year round. Perfect. We're just going to continue. There we go. Until opening night. And there we go. NHL season preview. You can see all the stuff right here. You guys can always pause the video and read these if you want. It's basically telling us what are the best players of the season, what are the projection for the league, I guess. And if they're right afterwards, it's kind of fun to compare that, their projections toward via the real things. So we do have our roster obviously upgraded big time, the team, to be honest. Big time upgrade. It took me a while on the last video, but we managed to do it. We got George Vezina from Montreal, so we managed to get him right via trade, so upgrade our goaltending situation a little bit there. We've got Harry Cameron. We got a couple of players. Nothing too shabby. I mean, we do have some players that is kind of bad, right? King Clancy, like, is a prospect that we got. I think it was our draft pick, one of our first draft picks or something like that. We got him, but we are supposed to play him right now because we don't have any other defensemen available. And this is where we are, really. As a team, first year round, we're definitely probably going to finish last or second last. We're definitely not going to make the playoffs. I don't feel like we are. Let's just kind of start simulating, I guess. As you can see, special. So it's Vezina is the main goaltender, it looks like. All right. Let's just start simulating. We did win our first game, actually. I mean, we have a really good coach, right? So we have a really good coach in Lester Patrick. That's another one that I managed to get, right? I got rid of Lester Patrick on Montreal. So his contract was due at the same time as me, so I got rid of him so he could get with me. He could come with me in Hamilton, and I think he's doing a fantastic job actually, because Vezina's winning all of his games. Hold on, boys. We're starting off this season really strong. What the fuck? I was not expecting to win as many games right now. Alright, there's our first loss against Montreal. One thing that's going to make the difference for sure is Montreal is not going to be the Stanley Cup championship team anymore, because they don't have me. And I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I was doing a fantastic job as a GM. When I left with all of the coaches they had too. Right, all of their coaches they had, their contracts finished at the same time as me. I let them all go. So they basically are left with a clean slate. They got to start all over again, even though they have the best players in the league and the best team overall of players. They don't have any coaches, any good coaches or any good GMs, so they can't do anything with those players really. So one of our players got suspended for a couple, for just for one game. Is Clancy, I guess. Let's just there we go. Let's just do that, and we're just gonna do. Oh my God! Since it's create lines. Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess just because of that one game, we don't have a choice anyways. We gotta bring this guy back up. So Monroe, you're gonna play for this one game. You're gonna play with our team. So let's go. Dress players, just lines. There we go. Lines like that. AI set roles. There we go. Just for one game, anyways. Vizna. All right, we're winning a lot of games actually. And King Clean C is about to be back, anyways. Now hold on. Wait a minute. Did I see it perfectly? Yeah. I mean, Monroe's 1 star. Why am I playing Clancy? Hold on. Oh no, Clancy, you're gonna play in the minors then. Yeah, why was I playing Clancy instead of Monroe? Monroe is a 1 star right now. He's better. It's better for him to play over here than Clancy. I don't know why I was playing Clancy, boys. He did pretty good though. 5 points. But I don't think that was a great choice for me to just do that. Yeah. Let him grow a little bit further in the minors. What the fuck was I doing? Well, I don't know what I was doing, boys, but anyways, it's working out. My coach is doing a fantastic job. We're actually for the best team in the league. Just 1 point above Montreal, boys. That's crazy. 8 wins, 2 losses only in 10 games played. Let's look at the stats really quick. The best scorer of the league, Barney Stanley. A new acquisition. Actually, it's not a new acquisition. He was already part of the team. But look at look at the difference. If you have coaches and a good GM, look at what that can do for your team, boys. That makes all the difference. These fucking pop-ups, all right, makes all the difference in the world. I mean, Barney Stanley comes from 9 goals in 24 games played, which is not bad. From 17 goals already in 10 games played. He's already having his best season of his career, boys. Just like that in 10 games. This guy is unbelievable. Babe Dye's doing fantastic as well. Barney Stanley, the best player right now, obviously. He's looking to have a fantastic year. I don't know if he's gonna slow down, but if he doesn't slow down, he might have a chance at the actual what's it called? The records, right? Let's look at the leaderboards. The records of all time. So 29 goals is the record right now. He's already at 17. And 62 points. It's going to be hard to beat, but he can do it if he continues like that. Let's go, boys. Another win by Vizina. We're continuing to win. This is a fantastic year for us, boys. Lester Patrick is doing a fantastic job as our coach. I'm loving it right now. Holy shit. This is great. We're just winning games all the time. It's fantastic for us, boys. I don't know what to say. I mean, I did a fantastic job with Hamilton, I guess. I just switched I just switched like that, like teams, and he's still like they're still playing fantastic. They're playing as if I was still in Montreal and stuff. Then he agrees to it, so then he did resign with Ottawa, just like a neighbor did. There we go, Vizna. There we go. How many games are we in? All right, two more games to simulate. There's a loss right here against Ottawa, I believe. Toronto, or there's a loss, so 2 losses in a row, but that's okay because we're still very first in the league at 30 points, 4 points above Montreal, which you are facing up against next. 5 losses only. Let's look at the stats now. I mean, how many rules first? 24 games still, right? So it's a 24 game season still. So we have 4 games left to play. And Barney Stanley did slow down a little bit. Okay, so I don't think he's not gonna be, there's not gonna be any records beaten this year. But he was on par for it. But he slowed down a little bit, but he still has 23 goals in 20 games played. So goals, it might come close, but I don't think even the goals is gonna get defeated. All right, so we got Frank Boucher on our team too, boys. 38 points in 20 games played. It's awesome, really good. I made these two players, right? They're really good all-star players. I made them legendary, but I made them go into the full potential. So now they're actually playing as they should be playing because of me. McKay over Montreal is doing a fantastic job once again. Well, a bit of a less good year than the last one. Yeah, they're having a bit of a tougher time. They're still playing fantastic over Montreal, as you can see. Well, New Zealand alone is having a tough time, though. Which is me, basically. I'm New Zealand alone, but for some reason I'm the GM of Hamilton, but I'm still playing with Montreal. So we're in Montreal for the points. We're having a tougher time. See? It's all about the strategies, where you play your players and everything, how they play. And Vizina, after having a backup year, right, only playing 2 games for the last season for Montreal, I'm actually giving him a proficient role this year, giving him a chance to prove that he's still the best goalie around. And he's got 15 wins, boys, and 5 losses only. Our backup, which is, I don't remember his name, is Fowler, right? He used to be the main goalie, but he wasn't really doing the job for the team. But he's still a good goaltender, but I feel like Vizina is just better overall. So I'm confident with Vizina, and Vizina is doing a fantastic job right now. I'm really confident with that. So let's continue simulation really quick. Let's stop wasting time here. We did get another loss in a row. Okay, yeah. We're gonna finish up the season with a couple losses in a row here. That's what's gonna happen here. I'll make it. There we go. There's a win. There we go. And I think this should be the last game right here of the season. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, that was the last game of the season, and everybody's done with. All right. So let me just save again. We're gonna take a look at the stats once more. Where it looks like we're gonna face off against Montreal. They got the first position though, even though we had the same amount of points. So down to maybe the loss. Yeah, we had a little bit more losses in regulation than them, I guess. That's pretty good. We did fantastic. I mean, we're gonna face off against the champions though. 3 years in a row that they won the cup with me. Can they win it without me? Maybe. And that's very scary. The fact that we're facing Montreal again, boys. I'm not super comfortable for that. But the best scorer of the league this year is going to be Barney Stanley. He definitely slowed down a bit. 24 goals in 24 games played, so goals per game. And Frank Boucher actually finished up with the most points, so best player this year. 41 points, not too shabby. It's not super good, but it's not bad either. So it's a good, decent year for everyone. Babe Dye over here in Montreal, he's their best player right now. I did grow him perfectly. McKay, Barney Stanley in there, 38 points. Malone with 37 points. There we go. Which Joe Malone, by the way, is supposed eventually to be with Hamilton. He's supposed to go to Hamilton in real life. That's what happened, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. All right, it's a different universe in here. We've got Vizina with the most wins with 17 wins. And we've got George Ainsworth at second and 15 wins. Interesting. He can definitely shine now that doesn't have Vizina on his back. And you can see a lot of players, right? You might remember these names. A lot of players early on are going to have these trophy names. Obviously, there's George Vizina. There's Jack Adams over here in Toronto. All right. And there's also Conn Smythe is in here. But I think he's playing the Canadian League. So that's why you're not seeing him. Conn Smythe is playing in the Canadian League. It's not actually a really good player. It's a pretty bad player. I don't know. I actually don't know why they gave Conn Smythe a trophy, boys. A name. A trophy for his name and everything. I don't get it because he's never a good player. He was a below average player at most. So I don't know why they gave him that, but whatever. I guess he's definitely the epitome of the player that had a good season in the playoffs or something. I don't know, boys. But facing against the champions, 3 times Stanley Cup champions in a row. Can we defeat them? Can I defeat my former team and prove to them that it's not without me they can't win the cup? And prove to everybody that it's me that making any team can win the cup with me. Let's try it out, boys. Vizina could go win another cup. Oh my god. Vizina versus Ainsworth. This is it, boys, facing off against our old team. It's a tie. Holy shit, the first game's a tie, boys. That's how we started up. Holy. 2-2. Oh my. Alright. What kind of series is it? Oh, I don't know how many games is this? Is it like 2 games? Oh, I don't know. Does it work with goals? Alright, Vizina, you got this. You got this. We won the game. We won the game. Is that it? Was that it? We won it. We did it, boys. Oh my god, I just proved Montreal and everybody in the league that I'm the best GM of all time. I just proved them that. My god, I just went from Montreal, winning 3 Stanley Cups in a row with them. I go in with Hamilton, a shitty team, the shittiest team in the league. I give them the cup, and I beat Montreal too. I beat my former team. I beat Montreal, and I give my new team, which last year was the shittiest team in the league. I give them the cup this year. All right, let's look at the transaction history. There's definitely gonna be a couple of players here this year around. Look at this, couple of players available. Eddie Shore, look at this. But he's 19 years of age, so we're not gonna do anything. Didier Pitt. Because Montreal are not interested in re-signing him? Really? Even Joliat. I mean, what are Montreal doing? What are they doing, boys? I don't know. And Dutton, I'm not going to do anything with him. He's 24. Or Corbo, though. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of all these players. Well, there's only Corbo that's going to be able for free agents, I guess. These other players, not so much. Actually, the ones that are at 2 stars as well, I'm going to get rid of. So, hold on. Alright, so here we go. We're actually in the finals here for the cup, boys. So we won the cup, right? But it's just like always, we gotta face against the Vancouver Millionaires. So now we went past the third time Stanley Cup champions in a row. I think we can beat Vancouver, boys. Alright, we gotta do this. They got Fan Patrick in there as the GM. We can definitely do this. We can beat these guys up. Let's go, Vizina. Let's do this shit. There we go. There's a win against them. Let's just beat their ass, man. Prove to everyone that we're the best. Yeah, we're the best. There's 2 wins in a row for us. And there's 3 wins in a row. We definitely won it. Yeah, we won the cup. Officially, we are the Stanley Cup champions. After, in my first year as the Hamilton Tigers GM, I managed to make them win the cup, boys. So that's a fantastic job I'm doing right here. So, you know the rest. I'm just going to go into the 1st of July. So I'll see you guys once we're there, I guess. All right, let's take a look right here. What's going to happen for next year. Didier Pitt, right? Montreal decided to not re-sign him this year for some reason. Even though he was a really all-star player, one of their best players of all time so far. Didier Pitt was a great player for Montreal, but since I left, I guess they didn't treat him properly, and they decided to not re-sign him. He had a pretty bad year this year around. If we can look at his stats and everything. See, he had a pretty bad year, yeah. He had really good years the other times, as you can see. But this year he had a bad one, and they decided to, it was not worth it to re-sign for some reason. So he decided, you know what, I'm 38 years of age. I'm going to free agency. I don't think anybody's going to be willing to sign me. So I guess he will retire. So I guess that's what he thought. So Didier Pitt retired, boys. Unfortunately, but that's how it goes sometimes. We are going to be 4th overall, though, for that. Okay. Let's look at the historical notes. Vancouver Millionaires changed their names to the Maroons. So Vancouver Millionaires are now the Maroons of Vancouver. Aristocrats of Victoria changed their names to the Cougars of Victoria. So just a bunch of names changed, but they're the same cities. and nothing really. So what's the new format right here? All right, so the only one we need to look at is this one. So the Stanley Cup final format changed. It is now a best of three series. It's a best of three, I guess. All right, Charlie Gardner, Cooney Whelan are the new players, but the best players, I guess, that are coming up. Interesting. So we're gonna continue. I'm gonna make my few tweaks here and there. I'm gonna take a look at the players we need to sign, boys. I'll do that. I'm gonna do all these little tweaks that I gotta do, and I'll see you once it's all done. I guess I'll see you for the just to show you, I guess, the free agency the free agents that we can possibly get. All right, boys, I'm ready to simulate a day here. I went ahead and did what I had to do for the contracts and everything. So let me see. Everybody's gonna re-sign. Alec Connell. Oh yeah, the goalie. So that's our main backup and everything. Al Winkler is the one that I went and got from the free agency. See, he was the best option. The best player of free agency was Al Winkler at 3 stars. I got him, boys. Now my two goalies, Vizina and the other one, Fowler, are both eligible for free agency next year. They both their contract are getting down, so they only have 1 year left with me. So I gotta re-sign one of them. I don't know which one I'm gonna re-sign. Do I get rid of? So here's what I'm gonna do. I need to take a look really quick because everybody re-signed right now. Let me see. So everybody's re-signed except for Fowler. Actually, Gerard. Oh, I forgot to re-sign you, buddy. Hold on. 3 years. Yeah, 3 years, my buddy. You can get what you want. There we go. So I forgot to re-sign Gerard, boys. That's not good. I guess, yeah, I'm going to re-sign you because I didn't have any other players. So Milks, I'm going to re-sign you. But just for another 1 year deal, I guess. And you can get that amount of money, I guess. Whatever. All right, so re-signing him. All right, so that's good. The only one, so yeah, we got Vizina and Fowler now that we got to deal with. So if we just go to roster, these are our two goaltenders. We got a brand new goaltender, which is going to be our main goalie. So who's going to be our backup? Do we want Vizina or Fowler as our backup, boys? Do we give another shot? Vizina, it's, especially since he made us one, he won the cup for us. He's a veteran, obviously. He knows what he's doing. But Fowler has a bit more abilities and potential. That's what it says, but I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to keep Vizina instead. So I think I'm just going to keep Vizina and Fowler. Even though he's a 2-star, I feel like Vizina would do a better job than Fowler. So, and Fowler's got more things anyway. So let's just keep Vizina in there. I'm actually going to give him the franchise status. Just because I know, right? Supplementary goal, Mater. I'm going to give him the franchise player. He's a franchise player, man. That's what he is. He wants 3 years. I'm going to actually give him the 3-year deal. I want to keep him. Or actually, he's a 2-star. I'm going to give him 2-year deal. There we go. He wants... I'm going to just do that for you, buddy. There we go. You're definitely a franchise player for me. In my mind, Vizina. You're a great goaltender, so... There we go. I think Fowler, we're just going to end up trading him. So that's what's going to happen here. So since Vizina still has number 1, you can have number 21, Winkler. There we go. There we go. Gerald resigned. Everybody resigned. So if we take a look really quick at our the ones we need to resign. So it's Fowler, Leduc, and... Reed. So these 3 players I'm not re-signing. These are 2 players from minors. I'm not re-signing them, and Fowler as well. These are players that we can they're a trade bait basically. We can trade them for a better player and stuff like that eventually when it comes down to the trade and stuff. So let's take a look at the free agency now. Not free agency, draft pick. There we go. Draft lottery. So what do we have this year? We have another great player. A great goalie this time around. This is Charlie Gardner, of course, they told us that. But we're not going to get him. We only have 4 drift. We're the 4th overall. And I don't care too much. Since we won the cup, I don't care too much. There's no big-time players that I feel like I should get. We don't need Gardner. We already have T. Thompson and Alec Connell from the minors. So 2 prospect goaltenders. We don't need any further than that. So let's skip until we have our pick. Ottawa got Gardiner, Whelan went to Toronto, and Montreal got Babe Siebert. So after that, it pretty much falls down quickly. As you can see, it's 2 stars. So one of these two, I don't know which one I want to get. I guess I'm gonna go for Murdoch. There's not a lot of options here, boys. It's just a bunch of garbage players at this point. I'm just gonna go for this guy. So there we go. 2 left wings, boys. Whatever. These are just gonna be trade bait at this point. I don't need them. And this guy, I guess I'm gonna sign you. And there we go. All right, good. So there it is for us. Now draftees, as you can see. So the only one I could see that I could probably get is this guy, Murray. He's a 2-star potential. I do want to see though, do we actually need him or not? I don't think we do. Connell, no, that's all good. No, we already have a left wing. Yeah, we're good. There are other trade bait, boys. So other players we can trade. Perfect. Let's just go into September now. All right, boys. So we're in September. This is our time to make the trade, the trade happen. So we already know how this works for me. I'm checking up on the worst player right now. So hold on. Meeking is the worst player. So see, all right. So Fowler, let's take a look. All right, let's imagine that Fowler's not the goalie. Vizina and Winkler are. So we got our 2 goalies. Our 3 left wings, left Ds. Right Ds were good. Left wings were good. Centers were good. Actually, Meeking could. Do we not have a better center than this? Because Meeking dropped down big time. He's a half a star now. That's crazy. Drop down big time. We're good for that. So let me just see. Do we not? We don't have actually a center. Oh yeah, that's one thing that we need. We need a center. So I could just trade for a center straight up and put Meeking in the minors. Because we need a center for the minors that we don't have a center there for a backup. And also I need my Meeking is just not good enough for the actual things. So let me take a look at what we can get here. All right, boys, so we're going to Montreal for this trade. Now, Montreal, we have a potential of 5 stars that we can get for a player, so we got plenty of options. Montreal has so many centers, boys, so many great centers this year, and players that are actually have grown, right, and they've drafted too. They've got Babe Dye, obviously, but for the centers, just look at their center position. Their best center is McKay right now. 3.5. All right, so that's their best center. But they also have New Zealand, which is me basically. You only have 1 year deal left. He's 33 years of age. So that's what I was looking at is New Zealand because he's capable of doing great play, like great stuff, right? You already know, boys. I mean, his career, 61 points, 51 points. He's capable of doing fantastic, having fantastic years. He's still capable of doing it, in my opinion. But we also have younger players. I mean, they curve him. I'm not going to go for that. But they got younger players like Neil Stewart and Ari Morans. Ari Morans, you already know. I went all out for the trade. I traded a lot just to have this guy on Montreal. All right. So I would feel kind of cheap to just go and steal it from them. But I know for a fact that Stewart is as well, not as good, but a little bit like Morans is better. But Neil Stewart is a great player. He's a legendary player in this game, boys. That would be a great prospect. He's 19 years of age. I think Montreal probably drafted him last year or something. I don't know. But it feels like he's definitely going to be a great player. He's already 3 stars at 19 years of age. This guy is fantastic. So what I want to know, boys, is do I go for New Zealand? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait up. I'm going to put up a poll. I'm going to ask you guys, who do I go for here? So I'm not even going to skip. I'm not going to do any trades just yet. Do I go for McKay? So remember, so you guys choose. Do I go for Mickey McKay, which is 39 points? He's capable. Let me take a look. All right, show you the stats real quick. McKay is capable of doing these stats. He's a really great player. But in my opinion, Lalonde or Stewart would be a greater option. Forget about Morans. Morans, I'm going to keep him in Montreal. I would feel cheap to steal it from them. But New Zealand, I'm playing, it would make sense because I'm the GM, I'm New Zealand. I'm the GM of Hamilton, so me playing in another team would make, like, just put me in Hamilton. That would make a lot more sense. Great player, right? New Zealand's a great player. Veteran though, he's 33 years of age. Remember that. Neil Stewart is not even in his prime. He's a young rookie. He's already three stars. So you guys choose Lalonde, Stewart, or McKay. Which one do you guys want me to take to take for this next year? I'll see you guys for the next one. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Keep it easy.